Hello to everybody watching. My name's Meg and I work here at Gippsland Art Gallery. Welcome back to another episode of Art at Home, where I'll be guiding you through making your very own art masterpieces. Today's project, we'll be working on making our own mixed media space scene. Today I'm using A3 white paper, some coloured food dyes or ink, a sponge, grey lead, scissors, and some black paint. The optional items today are some white paint, an old toothbrush and a white paint marker or crayon. The first step to creating our mixed media space scene is to get a damp sponge and wet our paper. You can see that I've put down a protective layer to protect our table. If it's too wet, you can always use the other side of the sponge to get rid of a bit of water. Okay. I'm going to drop some food colouring, that was nearly a disaster, onto the page. Spread your drops around. And you can see them spreading out with the water there. You don't want to use too many colours because that will always usually makes brown. So we're just going to choose just a couple of colours. The red and yellow work really well together, or the blue and green, or the blue, green and yellow will work really well. Okay. Now you can squeeze your sponge out and move the inks around together. Really lightly, move them around to fill in all of the paper. You don't want any of the background paper showing through. More water. There we go. You can experiment with other techniques. Maybe you want to scrunch up some paper and move the ink around with that. Could be interesting. Anything you like. Okay. I'm happy with how that looks. I'm going to set that aside and let it dry now. The next step is to create your spaceship with the flame coming out the bottom, a moon and some planets and stars to add to it. So all I would do is sketch them onto my cardboard, like so. And cut out. Okay, there's another moon. You can choose any designs. These are just some ideas that I came up with. You can see that I've tried to keep my shapes quite simple so they're nice and easy to cut out. The ones that already have black on them, I've already used them for a previous artwork. So that's why there's black on those ones. Here's a background that I prepared earlier, and I'm going to show you the technique, or the masking technique that we're going to use. So choose a placement for all of your cutouts. We've got a moon, star. You want it to be quite balanced, so try and move them around a bit until they look. So you've made a good composition. To keep these in place while we paint the black paint over the top, you might like to use some tape or glue tack. That will make it a little bit easier. There. If you're using tape, I'm just looping it around onto itself so it's sticky on both sides, and then sticking it to my background. Keep going till you have everything sucked down. flip the tape around, stick it to itself in my hand. Last one. Need to make a really small one for that. Fold it in half. There we go. This is when your black paint and your sponge come into it. You could have your sponge slightly damp, that will help the paint spread around. So I'm just dabbing it in some black paint. I'm going to dab it all over my artwork now. And now we're going to carefully pull off those shapes that were masking our painted or ink background there. Oop, there we go. And we're revealing our scene now. Oops, bit of tape left there. There you have it, mixed media space scene. So this is an optional extra that you can do. You can put down all of your cardboard pieces back onto your artwork. Get an old toothbrush with some watered down white paint and flick it like with your thumb onto your artwork to create the effect of lots of little stars. You might be able to do this with a big toothbrush as well. There we go, really adding to our Milky Way. Let's have a look at that. Well, that's really effective. There we go. You might like to, if you've got some paint pens or a white crayon or a white pencil, you could even add some little hand-drawn stars as well. Could be cool. And that's it. Your very own space scene artwork. Done. Thanks for watching. We can't wait to see your mixed media space scenes. Remember to hashtag GippsArt at home so we can see what you've created. I can't wait to see you next time.